Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzeahlous.
So I completely forgot to record half of what I just did. So I went ahead and planted the Hespori seed. That's all done. It's all grown now. We're currently on a live stream on Friday. And I am now heading over to Arceus to get ourselves some vials of water and some eyes of newts. And we're going to make up these potions. I will need a botanical pie to make the super strengths, but that's fine. I can go ahead and get that in Hosidius. Yeah, we're going to use up the Limpoit roots, the qualms, the irits and the avantos. I might hold on to some Limpoit roots because I'm going to be farming more qualms in the future, and it means that I don't have to farm them later. But pretty soon I'm going to be dying to Hespori, and we're finally going to have ourselves a clean inventory. One thing to note is I'm not going to be leaving the Dragon Warhammer or the Tome of Fire in the dev storage. I will be taking them out and equipping them because it doesn't take up any extra space, and I don't really want to risk losing them. Anything else that I have, I'm okay to lose. It's not too big of a deal. Yeah, if I lost my money, it's kind of painful, but I can get money back. It's not exactly RNG based. Whereas these two, I'm never going to get as lucky as I got with the Dragon Warhammer, so I'm definitely not risking that. Okay, so that's the irits and the avantos almost used up because I miscounted. Yay! Okay, right, we're just going to quickly use up the last of the avanto potions, and then we need to go get ourselves a botanical pie so we can go and make some super strength potions. And finish off the herbs that I'm going to be using for now. Like I said, I'm going to hold on to the Limpoit roots. I'm going to put them in the dev storage so I can use them later with the rest of the qualms that I'm going to be growing. Okay, time to get ourselves the blah 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 fruit, whatever it's called. A fruit acquired. Got the botanical pie. Let's see if I can cook it properly once again. Oh, I did burn it! That's the first time I've ever burnt a botanical pie, and it's funny because I was just saying on the stream, can you even burn them? Apparently, yes you can. Okay, attempt number 2 to cook the botanical pie. Succeeded. There is a cheeky little 54 herb block coming in. I can now clean the qualms without having to boost. Okay, so that's going to be all of the herb lore done. We can finally drop all of these. Like I said, going to keep hold of the Limpoit roots, going to get rid of the vials, and we have cleaned up the inventory quite massively. We are probably going to head back over to the farming guild now and sort ourselves out a dev storage, which is beautiful. Okay, so we are back at the farming guild, hopefully for like one of the last times now. But our Hespori is grown, as we can see here, so we can go ahead and kill ourselves, although I probably should store this back in the tool leprechaun before I do that, quickly. And I'm going to come back here afterwards, and I'm going to re-retrieve my tome and my Dragon Warhammer, because I don't want to lose that. And I'm also going to take out the qualm seed, so that I can go ahead and plant it, and we'll clear up a space. Okay, so we are at Hespori, just making sure that everything is correct here. I don't want to be losing anything. Time to get ourselves killed. Let's see how long this takes. New music track, a thorn in my side. You have been a thorn in my side, what can I say? I'm just gonna like smack it for no reason. This takes significantly longer on this account than it does on solos. There we go. Okay, so we're dead to Hespori. Nice. Never thought I'd be so happy to die. But now we have a clear inventory. We're going to head back to the farming guild and re-gear with the stuff that we actually want to keep with us. Okay, back at the farming guild, safe and sound. We can go ahead and grab the equipment that we want to get. Like I said, I'm going to take out the Dragon Warhammer. Oh, perfect timing. I'm going to take out the Dragon Warhammer. We're going to take out the Tome of Fire. I need to unlock it. I always forget to do this. Take out the Dragon Warhammer. Tome of Fire, so we don't lose them. I'm also going to take out the Xerix Talisman, because that allows me to get around Zeah a lot easier. And I'm going to take out this qualm seed as well, so I can just quickly go and plant that. And I've just realised that I'm now going to have qualms on me. Whoops. Okay, so due to my incompetence, I'm going to have to re-dye. I completely forgot that I was going to have to harvest more qualms when I planted the next one. I don't know what went through my brain. But we're going to take all of the stuff back, and we're going to die again, and then we'll come back and we'll get our items once again. Okay, so attempt number 2, reclaiming my stuff. Got to pay another 25 grand. Doesn't really matter though, because I've got plenty of money. We're going to take out the Tome of Fire, the Dragon Warhammer, the Xerix Talisman, and the Yellow Cape for style. There we go. Right, now we're going to make our way over to the Xerix Glade. Actually, no, I'm going to go Xerix Heart. I think that's slightly closer. And we're going to make our way down to the mess hall, where we will be training cooking for a very long time. We're going to be doing cooking all the way till level 80, so that is 28 levels of cooking. Let's get started.
Make more pineapple pizza. Get on with it. I like meat. You're hungry. Make more pie. Can you believe this luck? We put our lives on the line to protect this place. And we don't even have food on our plates. Not to mention the amount of times we've had adventurers in our pockets. Pockets? They keep attacking me completely unprovoked. Just be glad you're not a sergeant. I've heard adventurers kill them for their rune scimitars. Why not just slaughter the fire beings down below? Could do us some good pest control. It sickens me. Just like I was saying, all this mistreatment, and we still can't get fed. Where's my food? Waiter! Yes? Fetch me some stew. I'm sorry, sir, but there is no stew. What do you mean there is no stew? Well, we're too busy to keep up with the demands of the soldiers. Well, that's just great. There's a bowl filled with water, there's a potato, mixing it. Oh gosh, I've done it all wrong again. It's time to start again. I really need some help in here.
Does someone require a chef? Then let's get to it.
Just got ourselves 60 cooking. There we go. We got to keep going. We're going to hit 65 probably tomorrow, and we'll be able to make pineapple pizzas, which is going to massively increase the XP rate.
And here we are with the final inventory to get ourselves 80 cooking. And now we can cook sharks. And I want to display to you guys the reason why I've unlocked the ability to cook sharks. Obviously, I am nowhere near being able to catch them, but I was never actually planning on doing fishing. So I'm sure a lot of you already know about this, but basically if you head over here in Piscarilius, if I look at the map to this shop here, you can actually buy raw food, and included in this shop is actually the ability to buy sharks. So the plan is, when we go over to Sarachnis, which we will be doing fairly soon after I've grinded up some melee stats, we can use this shop to supply us with extra food. I say extra food because Sarachnis actually has a decent drop of food, and also the grubby keys will give me food as well. So basically any food that I need to fill in the gaps, I can come here and buy from this guy and then cook it with the 8 cooking that we just got. So that'll be used to replace our extra food, but apart from that, we can nearly do Sarachnis. All I'm going to be doing now is heading over to the Sand Crab Isle, and we'll be training up some melee stats over the next couple of days, trying to get ourselves into a position where it's fairly easy to kill Sarachnis, and then we'll be taking on that boss. So I also decided that to reduce risk, I went and got my items from the dev storage, so that way if I die, I can easily just come back within the hour and pick up all my stuff.
So I've got to put this clip in. We were about to do a clip on getting 65 attack, but I just unlocked this music track right here. I've ran through this passage many times. I have no idea why I've just unlocked a music track. But anyway, I'm going to head over to the farming patch and we'll quickly get ourselves off 65. Okay, so if we pretend that the previous clip didn't exist, we are currently at 47 XP from 65 attack, so I thought for a little bit of fun, we're going to come over here, going to put our special attack on, and we're going to smack this unicorn on the head, and hit a 2, and we'll try that again. And, okay, still not get the level. Alright, we'll just get it the classic way, let's just bop him. Come on, one more. And there we go. 65 attack, which actually unlocks the Sarachnis Cudgel, and that is why I got 65 attack first. The rest of the grind will be done purely with strength. I'm just going to be grinding this until I'm ready to do Sarachnis, which I will be doing on stream. You guys will see this in the next couple of days. But just a heads up, if you guys aren't watching the streams, make sure you pop by. I'm going to be doing plenty of streams during the week and on the weekends, so make sure you come along and drop a follow. I'd really appreciate it. But for the time being, I'm going to quickly do some farming, take a quick break from combat. I want to kind of use up these seeds and clear up some inventory space before I go back to Sandcrabs. Also, I did grab myself the Shazian outfit because it gives some defensive bonuses. It actually gives a decent amount, 76 crush defense, which is really nice against the Sandcrabs, and I was taking quite a lot of damage, surprisingly actually, from the Sandcrabs, and that's why I went and got the armor. That's also why I've got some cakes on me to sort of nullify a lot of the damage that they were dealing. I'm going to have to go get some more in a minute anyway. But we are going to be doing some farming, we're going to be clearing up some inventory space, and then we're going to head back to Sandcrabs, and we're pretty much just going to train strength for an entire day until we're ready to do Sarachnis on the live stream tomorrow.
And back to the grind.
So we are here the next day, and I have achieved 67 strength alongside the 65 attack that I got in the previous clip. We are now live streaming, and I am going to be working on some Sarachnis today. But before we head over and do that, I want to get myself some gear upgrades. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is heading over to the range shop, and we are going to be selling off our rune arrows that we have left over. And the reason for this is because when I do get around to killing Sarachnis, they drop mithril bolts, and I want to be collecting these. So to save space, I want to be able to equip them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so the first gear upgrade we're going to try and get is a Rune Kite Shield. Now, I didn't realise this was as uncommon as it actually is. It's a 1 in 512 drop from one of these guys, so I'm going to spend 1,000 Chaos Runes using 1,000 Firebolts, and if we don't get it in that time, I'm going to be skipping on it and probably looking for an alternative. Decided to move areas because this bit was a lot easier to do. Okay, so we ran out of runes, and this is going to be our last kill. I'm finishing off with the Dragon Warhammer. Can we get the Rune Kite Shield, or nope? Okay, so we didn't get the Rune Kite Shield, unfortunate, but I used up 1,000 casts, so I'm actually going to be leaving this for now. I might go ahead and do this like at a period off stream overnight or something like that, and maybe hunt myself down a Rune Kite Shield, but for now, we are going to head back over to Arceus, grab ourselves some more runes, and I'm going to head over to the Brutal Blue Dragons in the Catacombs, and we're going to try and get ourselves some blue Dragonhide so that we can make ourselves some armour. Unfortunately, I still cannot make the red Dragonhide armour, which would have been really nice, but blue Dragonhide will do us for now. Okay, so we finally finished getting all the blue Dragonhide from the Brutal Blue Dragons. That went a lot worse than I'd anticipated. I originally tried with magic and that failed miserably, so we went and got ourselves another magic short bow and some rune arrows and took care of them, but we do now have 6 blue Dragonhide, which I'm going to go ahead and tan up, and we'll get ourselves a blue Dragonhide body and legs to take on Sarachnis. Just finishing up with the rest of the supplies, I got a botanical pie so that I could boost my herblore to make super strengths, and I actually only burned 1 shark out of an entire inventory, which is pretty impressive. Actually, I'm going to make a 3rd one. I forgot that they make them into 3 doses, and then I'll have 2 full super strengths, and I think I'm going to make a super attack as well. And then we'll have some supplies for Sarachnis, and I will be able to come back and unnote these supplies and make more potions and collect more food every time I need to restock for Sarachnis. So it's going to be a nice, easy system of me just sustaining myself as I'm killing the boss. Okay, so this is the setup for Sarachnis. It is kind of pitiful, but it should be enough to get us some kills. That is our inventory. Unfortunately, I've got all these stackable items which take up a lot of space, but we do still have 10 sharks and some potions. I've never actually done Sarachnis before, and I have no idea how to do it. So I did put a prediction on the stream to see whether I would die or the spider would die, and it seems Like, the people think that I'm terrible at this game, and to be honest, you'd be right. I also don't have a knife, so Miko is going to make his way over here so he can cut the web for me so I can actually get in, as I didn't want to waste another inventory slot by going and grabbing a knife. But, with all that said, let's get on with some Sarachnis. However, that's going to have to wait until next week as I'm ending this video here, and I'll see you guys with the Sarachnis kill next week.